I may have teased this earlier, and I jumped the gun. It's this half hour we have the car expert coming in, giving you 5 tips for getting there's the birds again, the absolute best deal on buying a brand new car. And I've snuck ahead and looked, and these are clever ideas. So stay tuned for that.
Apparently, it's a fine science.
Absolutely. And Annalie Penny is going to save us some money this half hour as well. So we're all about saving you some dough. Well, the end of the year is right around the corner, and it's a prime time for people in the market for a new set of wheels to start heading to dealerships. But before you go, consumer advocate Alan Banez of LetterChamp.com has 5 things you should know to get the best deal. First, I have to say, Alan, tell them what you just told me. How many miles did you get on your last car?
336,000 miles on the original engine and transmission.
This guy knows. He was just telling me what I need to do. I was bragging about my car, and he started giving me good tips. Thanks for coming. We appreciate it. And we're specifically talking about some tricks for getting the best possible deal on a brand new car, and I'm going to get right to it. What's number 1?
The first trick is to do your research.
Yep, and this is interest rates in particular is what you can research in advance, right?
That's correct. I mean, you can check with your local bank, check with your credit unions on there. Even if you don't have perfect credit, you should still check with your bank and credit union.
Okay, so know in advance, and it's probably also worth looking online, because I just saw, for instance, and I'm not selling for Honda, but a Honda Pilot, they just announced 0% financing. So if it's a car that you're looking for specifically, there might be dealership incentives. Otherwise, know in advance the interest rates you could get.
Yes, because everything in a dealership is negotiable.
Okay.
So you can go in there and say, if you can cut that interest rate by 0.5 to 1/4%, the dealership, if you have good enough credit, will do that.
Why didn't I never occurred to me to say, make me a better deal on the credit besides knocking down the price of the car. Okay, number 2, what if you're buying a really popular one? Going to the newspaper is a popular model. Go to the newspaper, huh?
That's true. You should go in there on Friday and Sunday and look for an ad car special. What the ad car special does is that it attracts traffic into the dealership. So a dealership would put that car at invoice or below invoice. So you can get a great deal on that car.
But they might only have one of those, so you want to pounce? Is that right?
You do. You want to get there right away, and if not, bring that ad car special, show the newspaper to another dealership, say, will you match this?
Oh, great.
And you can get another great deal that way, too.
Okay. I have heard, tell me if this is true, and it's one of your bullet points, but there is a specific day and time when it's better, they're more inclined to give you a great deal.
That's correct. A lot of dealerships, they have quotas. So the best days to go are the last Sunday and the last day of the month. Go in at 6 p.m., a couple of hours before the dealership closes, and you can push to get that great deal, because they know they have to make their quota every month.
And if they're about to close, they're not going to hang on to you forever and keep sending in the next guy, right?
That's not true.
Oh, really?
They will keep you there. I did that in between my first and second year of business school, and we could stay there till 11 or 12 o'clock at night to make that sale.
All right. How about extras that you add on? I want the special carpets. I want mud flaps. That's a separate deal, right? To get the best deal?
Yes, it is. I mean, there's several ways you can do it. But the main one I tell people is to go to the parts department. Introduce yourself to the parts manager. Say, I'm interested in buying a car. And I'm doing it right now, and they'll give you a great deal on those mud guards. Don't get it through the sales department.
Okay. All right. Last thing, and it's the last one of our bullet points, it says wait for the redesign. What does that mean?
Every 5 to 6 years, a car manufacturer will change the car. They'll change the model. They'll change the look. Now, when those cars are ready to come out, they want to clear out the old ones, because the old ones become, passé.
Oh, okay.
So everyone wants the latest and greatest. You can get a great deal that way.
Oh, excellent advice. Well, thank you very much for coming in. I appreciate it. Very nice to have met you.
Thank you for
good
having
advice.
me.
And we should mention, by the way, once again, it's going to be your website, and I'll link it to Paul's Picks, LetterChamp.com. You guys are advocates for consumers who have one problem or another.
Yes, that's correct.
Thanks
Thank
very
you
much,
so
Alan.
much.
Very nice to meet you. We appreciate it. Bethany.
Thanks so much. And if you're looking to save some more money this morning, Annalie Penny has you covered. Annalie.